Welcome back to Watching Business Morning. It's time for commodities now, and we have joining us for the senior analyst with financial derivatives company, Dumebi Oluwole, joins us virtually from Lagos. Hi, Dumebi. Good morning. We'll start right off with FDC's projection that headline inflation, which we're expecting next week, is going to hit 23.35%. Will this mop up what the NBS had said last month, that we didn't have, that the numbers did not capture all the impact of the subsidy removal?
Well, most likely, yes. The expectation is that inflationary pressures will be more, this would be more reflective in July's inflation numbers and even in subsequent months. And the reason is because the expectation is that the impact of the fuel subsidy removal, the exchange rate reforms, would manifest a lot more in July's inflation numbers. If you recall, the NBS had mentioned two reasons, or one of the major reasons why inflation didn't increase as much as people and even analysts had expected, was because of the short sampling period, which was about 2 weeks just into June. And so it didn't fully capture the impact of price increases and how much even people had felt those price increases. But for July's inflation, we expect that the increase in fuel price and increase in food price will be more present in July's inflation numbers. Between July and December last year, we've seen fuel prices more than triple, and food inflation is at an 18-year high already as of June, and we'll see that increase even a lot more in July. And remember that Nigeria's inflation basket, food accounts for about 51.8% of that, and so any increase in food prices will definitely nudge up or influence the direction of headline inflation in subsequent months. And apart from even the reforms, there's still lingering structural issues that are affecting Nigeria's food inflation and even energy prices. We still have issues like insecurity, poor storage facilities, and all the number of things that are affecting agricultural sector productivity, nudging up food prices, and that's exactly what we'll continue to see in the coming months.
Can we expect that all of these factors, especially the factors connected to the subsidy removal, can we expect that it's been priced into food prices and transportation at this stage? I mean, it's been how long now since the subsidy has been removed? We've seen prices move up and all of that. Can we expect that it will be kind of stable movement? I don't know if to call it that, so that we don't get shocked anymore.
I can understand the sentiment here, and it's very much expected. The deal with reforms are that there will definitely be a period of price swings, right, where we see this sharp increase in prices just because it is an immediate market, reaction to an increase in food prices and even fuel prices. Over time, we expect that it will stabilize, right? But there are a lot of other issues that are affecting, fuel price and fuel and food prices in Nigeria today. And that's why we're saying that even if the initial market reaction, the initial shock of an increase in fuel prices begin to stabilize somewhat by the end of the year or even at the beginning of 2024, we will still, if the government doesn't, hasten its steps to address issues that are affecting agricultural sector productivity and even the productivity of industries that nudge up cost push inflation in Nigeria, would still likely see all of this huge price swings in food and fuel prices. And remember that there's also the external effect, external events that are nudging up food prices in Nigeria. We still import quite a great deal of our food that we consume here in Nigeria, and we're looking at the impact of the Russia-Ukraine war that is still lingering and still affecting imported inflation into Nigeria. Even we're seeing some level of food protectionist approach from certain countries. Indonesia did that earlier in 2022 with its palm oil, and now we're seeing India do the same thing with its rice. So all of these things will definitely fuel inflationary pressures in the coming months. But there is still that expectation that there will be some level of semblance after the storm, after this initial racket of price swings, within the economy, they will still expect that level of will I say sanity now, or stability when it comes to food and
transport
fuel prices.
Yeah, well, we
Yes.
certainly look forward to those days, to maybe when there'll be stability or sanity, as you put it right there. But thank you so much for your perspective this morning.
Thank you.
Let's take a breather. I'll be back.